I thought I'd do a little update on Mom. She's currently in the hospital. Today is Monday. It's pretty late. I couldn't sleep, so I thought I'd go ahead and do a TikTok update. But anyway, if you've been following Mom's story, Mom was diagnosed with stage 4 metastatic melanoma. Back in January, she went to her general physician with back pain, and he told her that she had a pinched nerve. Over a week later, she couldn't walk. Dad called the ambulance. They took her to the ER. They realized that her back was broken. Further tests revealed that she had she had lesions on her L1, L3, and sacrum. Also, there was a fracture to her L3. There was a hole in her sacrum where cancer had ate through, and it was fractured, so she had a broken back. Further tests revealed that it was metastatic melanoma. We now know that it started on the top of her head. That's the primary location. So she has a large tumor on the top of her head now. It's in her skull. Of course, it's in her spine. It's in her shoulder blade. It's in the liver, her lungs. Anyway, it's been a process. It's been a learning process. She had a port put in last week to start immunotherapy. The Cleveland Clinic and the Cancer Center here in West Virginia have been working together for a treatment plan for her. Anyway, last Thursday, she lost her appetite. She didn't want to eat anymore or drink anymore. She was very fatigued, very tired. She'd want to stay in bed. She developed a headache that wouldn't go away. And, it just continued to get worse and worse. She wouldn't get out of bed until 2 o'clock. She was scared that the cancer had spread more, throughout her body. And, anyway, Dad noticed that, her throat was, starting to swell. And I always come out and I visit her on Sundays. And she had called me Sunday morning saying that she didn't want me to come after all. So I talked to Dad, and he said that her throat started looking really, really bad. She couldn't swallow. She couldn't even take her medicine or anything. And so I told Dad, I know it's the weekend, but there's always a doctor on call. Call a doctor. Get a medical professional to advise us if we need to take her to the emergency room or what we need to do, because something is very, very wrong. And given to how far it's spread in such a short amount of time and everything, it's critical in her case. So, anyway, he talked to the physician, and we went ahead. We took her to the ER Sunday. And anyway, they discovered that she has a blood clot in her jugular vein. It's a large clot there. They said that it's rare, but it does happen. It's caused by the insertion of the port. Anyway, that was causing the swelling. They said that it's on the right side. Her port's on the right side. And they said that it was messing with the circulation in her brain and everything, and that was causing the horrible headaches that she was having. And there was a lot of inflammation in her throat from it that was causing her not to be able to swallow. And so we've talked to several doctors. They were talking to the vascular unit, hematology, and of course oncology for the cancer. Anyway, the mass on the top of her head, it's probably about the size of a baseball or something right now. And it's, it oozes and it's bleeding and so forth. And that's a major concern too. So when I talked to the physician on Sunday, they said that you know, they will eventually do surgery on that tumor to remove it. Most likely, it will be after her immunotherapy, because once it's spread in your body, they have to treat everything. And they said, especially with what's going on with her neck, you don't want an open wound up there. So even though it's really bothersome, it's not a major concern. This is a major concern because it's a blood clot in your jugular vein. Anyway, she was able to get a room around midnight last night. And anyway, so today, it's just, it's been more tests and so forth. At first, they said that they might have to take the port out, and then have her first immunotherapy intravenously, and then put the port back in. Later, they came back and they said that they deemed the port that she has currently as viable, so they were able to keep it in. And they have her on blood thinners through an IV right now. Heparin's the name of it. And then they're going to keep her in the hospital for a few more days. They said that blood thinner will hopefully prevent the clot from getting any larger, and that hopefully her body's going to break down that clot. Unfortunately, she won't be able to have immunotherapy like she was scheduled to tomorrow. They said they had to push it back a week. So we'll have to wait a week for that, and then we'll also see her regular oncologist before that as well, just to make sure that everything's in order and stuff. So that's where we're at right now. We're just waiting for that that clot to dissolve, and see what's going there, and hopefully there won't be any further complications, and hopefully her neck swelling will go down. She's in a lot of pain. It's very, very painful for her. They have palliative care coming in tomorrow to help with the pain meds, to help, because it's hard for her to sleep, it's hard for her to move with a broken back, and then the way that she's in the bed right now, it's also putting pressure on her ribs. So that's going on with what's going on with Mom. So I just thought I'd, do an update and everything. So just keep her in your thoughts and your prayers. And thank you very much.